So, like, nothing big happened this weekend, right? I didn't miss any huge news.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just Dwight Howard going to Lakers.
That's not where I was going with that. I was going with the Andrew Luck thing.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Andrew Luck.
I know, it's
That's
already
still so weird to me.
Yeah, I was. So I had a wedding anniversary. It was me and my wife's sixth anniversary. I don't know what they did. I think that's the Cotton anniversary. I'm not sure. So we were out at the went to dinner, having some cocktails. You actually broke the news to me, Sam. You're like, Andrew Luck retired. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And I was like 3 drinks in. In the cocktail portion of the evening, I had already had some cocktails. So I was like half in the bag by that point. I was like, no, I'm not reading that right. So then I start looking. Of course, I start getting buried in my phone on my anniversary night, which my wife's really cool, so she didn't really give a shit. I told her, I was like, oh my gosh, Andrew, and she actually like has like for some reason she thinks Andrew Luck is attractive. She likes neck beards, I guess. Like I have a beard that a regular man would grow. I don't have the neck beard, but she likes neck beard apparently.
She likes neckbeard.
I think she fantasizes about a man like having a husband that she can wear high heels with and not completely dwarf, because we're about the same height. I'm 5'8", she's like 5'6.5". And every time she puts on heels, like I can't even hold her hands, because her hand is so high. So I'm like,
she's high up. Yeah,
I'm walking with my elbow. I look like Craig Kimbrell in Relief. I have my elbow up, like holding her hand, and she's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" With the thing. I'm like, "Look, it really doesn't bother me, but it seems like it's bothering you a little bit." She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna switch to flats." So I feel bad for her. One of these days, I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna like get like custom made suit pants and walk around on stilts. Like a Cirque du Soleil show, right? You
should just get the shoes that like Robert Downey Jr. wears that has this like a big elevated heel.
I'm going to wear this platform shoes with the goldfish in the heel.
No, you don't need that, man. They make like regular, just like little lifts. Like Robert Downey Jr., I got stuck into a web hole of like the internet the other day. Like I heard that Robert Downey Jr. is like kind of a tiny guy. And I was like, really? Is that crazy? Like that's for real?
Iron Man?
And then I went,
Iron Man's wearing lifts.
And I went down a thing and like, there's all these pictures of like his elevated shoes and stuff, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, man! Like this is totally freaking me out, man." And I know Tom Cruise does the same thing, but like I didn't know Robert Downey Jr. was like a shorter guy.
Yeah, he's so there are reports 5'8.5" to 5'9", which means he's 5'7" in real life.
Right, exactly. Yeah, reports.
Yeah, so interesting. I didn't know that.
Look at the images, man, with the shoes, and they have like they almost have like a heel on them, like where they're kind of like built like, so he's kind of like standing on his tippy toes all the time.
That's so funny. So I'm looking at, I guess Chris Evans. He looks like Captain America. He's a taller guy. Chris Evans is only 6 foot. So like you think watching that he's like 6'3", 6'4". Thor, Chris Hemsworth is 6'3". They all pop back on my little Google search there. But there you go. Yeah. Here's more non-sports related talk for our sports show. We're talking about Iron Man's height. So back to Andrew Luck. Back to Andrew Luck and the neck beard. So he retired, and I was kind of reeling. What I really thought? The first thing I thought was, shit, because my football freaking almanac was like all of those Colts things. I had projected Andrew Luck to throw for 40 touchdowns this year, and the Colts to be really a Super Bowl contender. I love the head coach there. I love what the organization's doing. They finally have surrounded Andrew Luck with talent, because he's had no talent and no coaching for his career. He finally has the trifecta. The offensive line strength, the run game. He's got strong receivers. The defense is strong. And he's finally he finally has a head coach that can schematically, ever since Bruce Arians left the organization after his rookie season, he's not had that. So he finally has all that stuff. He gets a freaking calf injury and he retires. I cannot believe this. I can't. I look, I'm not faulting a guy, because you and me, we're always like player stuff. And I talked to Brad about this, and I was like, and the second thing that entered my mind after I selfishly was thinking like, shit, now I have to rewrite, basically the entire Colts section and re-rank everybody, in my almanac, which I did for all my readers. The updates went out yesterday. I was like, well, holy crap. I can't believe it. And I thought, Ricky Williams retired kind of still within his prime. I got it. I actually gave Ricky Williams a pass. I was one of the few people who was just like, hey man, he's not mentally there. He's having some mental issues. You let him go. And he ended up coming back and having a nice kind of tail end of his career and winding himself down. Andrew Luck, I think he's coming back. It's a calf injury. He's going to feel fine in October.
He's going to come back.
I think
so.